And we're live, I think, right? Okay, so this one, guys, is on Sweetwater County, the hunt up there. So if you guys have any questions about that, or actually anything that we're doing in the future, past, whatever, you're more than welcome to ask. We've got one person on so far, Jody. Good to see you. So yeah, this one has been hard. There's a few people that are kind of starting to dial in and get the right idea. Can't say who that is or who those are. But yeah, it's kind of fun. And I think I was out there actually the other day watching them. It's hard to tell if they were treasure hunters or deer hunters or what, but there was vehicles all over. So that was kind of fun.
Cheap Girl Jody, let's hear those questions then.
What's up, Tony? Tony, where are you from? I don't think we've seen you on here before. We do have a few things coming up that we'll talk a little bit about today.
Which chests still out there? Or backpacks? Tons.
Quite a few. Right now, we're talking about the Sweetwater County one. The Sweetwater County and Rock Springs and Green River have been great. They've kind of partnered up with us on this one a little bit.
The Junk Underdog. Not much.
How you doing, man?
Glad you're here. Tony?
From Layton, Utah, huh?
Nice.
Got some family out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get the questions coming. Any questions about this hunt?
Now, I will say, if you guys didn't see, we did a post on Instagram that gave away the key in the desk. We had some issues with people taking the key out of the desk, and maybe even a literal key out of the desk too. If you have those, return them to the museum. They're not mad at you. Just say oops and take it back. They're great, and they're amazing that they're working with us. So Chris has so many questions. Let's hear those, Chris. I hope you guys come back to Colorado. We will definitely make it back over that way. We loved it down. I think Moab area is the closest we were to Colorado. But, yeah.
We spent some time in Colorado.
Yep.
Where is the future?
The future 222, I think, is what they're probably referring to.
That's what I assume, but
take the 30 to the future 222. I can't now. We aren't going to be able to just outright tell some of these things. Some of them we can, but we can't just give away everything on it either. So the future 222. If you figure out what the 30 is, you could probably figure out what the future 222 is. You've got to also is 222 compass degrees. I can't tell you that, but if you take the 30 to the future 222, just remember we're talking about things in a certain time era. And so if you go back into the 30s and 40s in Rock Springs, things were different back then. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're going on. So
how many of y'all have actually been on this hunt, been out looking so far?
Train tracks, boys and gals. It's possible. 191, also possible. You have a lot of roots in southern Utah. We're going to head back down that way too. We had so much fun down on the St. George hunt and the Moab hunt. We're definitely going to go back down. So. Junkyard Underdog, he was out looking. Headed the wrong direction many a time. That happens a lot, actually. So Sirius is spelled Sirius, Serious. So just to kind of clarify that for Mike.
Want to go, but can't afford the gas. Isn't that the struggle right now? Freak gas prices suck.
Yeah. We do have some gas cards. Maybe we should give those away.
Yeah, we do have some gas cards.
We have some gas cards for Flying J. We should probably give those out to somebody.
Waco, Texas. That's a ways away, man.
Yeah. Yep. I think I've talked to him on Instagram actually a time or two. So,
Nice.
yep. 30 is not the old Lincoln Highway. That's for you to decide. So I can't, like I said, I can't pinpoint some. So sometimes people will ask a question I can just kind of outright give an answer to. But I will tell you little things like if you find the 30, it'll make it easier to find the future 222, right?
Yeah.
And then remind you that we are going in a time era.
So Jeep Girl Jody just asked, can we figure out the location without going to find the key? Yeah, so we posted the key.
Yeah.
So everybody should have the key.
The riddle will take you there if you follow the riddle. Will take you there. The key is to just kind of zoom you in just a little bit more if you can figure that out. So we did post the key on Instagram.
Yep.
So if you want to see that, you can go on there.
Drove all day to get there. Best driving mini vacation all the way from Waco, Texas. Man.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. We're definitely expanding. We might have to do one in Texas. There's some cool parts of Texas.
What made us start this journey? I love what you do. Just curious about the backstory. I'll let Sam tell you on that one.
Wes is crazy.
Probably.
Doe. I need Instagram ? Jeep Girl Jody asked. It definitely gives you an advantage to follow us on all social media platforms.
We do try to post everything here. It's hard. YouTube's not quite as user friendly as far as some of that stuff goes, so it makes it a little more difficult.
We don't post anything major usually, but like little tidbits here and there we'll post on Instagram that's beneficial.
So I'll try. Yeah, I won't be able to do it until tonight, but when this video is on, you be able to go back on and rewatch this, and I'll see if I can add in some clips here or there with the pictures. So, is there somewhere I can find a map from the 30s and 40s? Yes, I will tell you yes. So I can't tell you where. Is the riddle step by step? It is. Yes, it is. It's a good question.
Pete Z is a mysterious dude. Been watching PBS and all kinds of history. I could be a history major by now. I think we could too. Yeah. Pete Z it's kind of hard to find information on him. There's some out there. We got lucky enough to visit with his grandson. Yeah, it's hard. I think a lot of people are stuck on the key. Do you have any sort of?
Yeah, we can just tell them it's a cipher, right?
Yeah, well,
it's a cipher.
It's pretty obvious.
So, any clues on how to cipher the key? Well, so we've already given you the way to solve the key. So I can tell you that, and if you go back through and look at everything we've done on this one, we've given you a way to solve the key already.
Is the cipher supposed to break in the middle? Wes.
Yeah.
Can I answer that?
Yeah, I can do that. That's fine. Yeah, it does kind of break in the middle. Posted on Instagram with the trees and rocks. Is that near the hiding place? Trees and rocks.
Which video of trees and rocks?
Which one did we do? We usually don't show many videos around the actual location, other than if you actually see the chest. We did post a small video of the chest in its resting spot. We did post videos of the chest contents. They were reels on Instagram. Normally we do, when we actually shot our first video showing everybody the chest before we hit it, we were going to put that on the first video. It didn't work out. So, but there are pictures, Jacob, of the contents of this chest. Is it a hike from the road? Not really. We knew this one was going to get into winter a little bit. And so we don't want you guys out backpacking 4 or 5 miles, through the snow and potentially getting in trouble. So I would definitely plan on bring in warm clothes and hiking shoes and everything else you need because you don't know how long you're going to be out there looking. Hope that kind of answers your question. Then we can't be specific on a lot of the stuff. Is anyone else searching fire hole, or as the local call it, little fire hole? I know there's a handful of people down in there. Yeah.
Can you drive to it, or does it require hiking? You definitely can't drive right to it and pick it up.
No, you're going to have to hike a little ways. Is please hurry before it's too late referring to the snow? Possibly. And this one, guys, if it's not found real quick, we're not going to go pull it out of the ground or anything like that, but we might not give a whole lot of clues on it. So I don't know. Maybe we drive up to it faster.
Yeah.
We don't want anybody getting hurt in the wintertime.
Just go find it.
Yeah.
You guys got all you need.
Snow is here. Yes, it is. Yes, it definitely is. Coal mines, guys.
It's always on,
Yep.
state land. Nothing we ever do is on private land.
State or federal land, BLM, Forest
Yeah.
Service. So I can tell you we were working with BLM on this one.
Yep. Hold on,
Range 1 or 2 of the side. I don't understand that question from Mike Babcock. What does he want?
Yeah, Mike, could you expound on that a little bit more? I'm not sure I know what you're trying to ask on that.
Good. That's fun.
Are you stalking us, Jeep Girl Jody? I'm just teasing.
I have an atlas that's got some doodles in it from all of our hunts too. So it's kind of fun.
What does the watchful eye mean?
Well, can't really say on that one right off the bat. That's a good question though. Could you get gas with Jack? Should we tell him? No, you can't get gas with Jack. So we also have, guys, a hammer that belonged to Pete Zanetti, the guy that we're talking about. His grandson, we met with him, talked to him for quite a while, and he gave us a hammer of his. So we'd like an input maybe on what to do with it. Personally, I want to keep it, but that's it. This is supposed to be serious, so it is the first serious. Serious is serious on that one.
Jeep Girl Jody responds, yes, she is stalking us.
Yep. So, like I said, again, Jiffy Kurt. Serious is spelled Serious, if that helps out a little bit. So, is Jack a cowboy? I'm sure he was something like that.
It's Wyoming. Everybody's cowboys.
Yeah.
Just teasing. Not everybody.
Yeah. Wyoming's cool. We're going to definitely head back up there again, too.
Wyoming's a fun place.
That museum, if you haven't stopped by the museum, even though we've given you the contents of the desk, I would stop by there. It's a pretty cool place.
Super cool little museum.
Don't think we can answer that, Mike. Any hints to the cipher? So we did give you, we'll answer that again. We did give you the way to solve the cipher already. So we've given you the key to the cipher already, even though we call the cipher the key, I guess, because it's the key to the hunt, right? So,
yep, excuse me.
May have answered already the future 222, throwing it off. Yeah, so on the future 222, I think we just said that if you find the 30, then it'll make it easier to find the future 222. And remember, we go back in time periods, so I think that's a pretty good hint actually on that one. So
Yep.
So Sydney, you should be able to. That should answer your problem too. I think on that. So, has anybody found anything cool on this hunt yet? Besides the few of you that found keys at the museum, it's kind of a fun one. And if you're from Rock Springs, let us know. Would you want us to come back next year? Because we've talked to the county about doing a bigger one up there next year. So if that's something you guys want to see us do, just let us know. You found a geocache? That's cool.
We found a geocache or two before.
Yeah, we've stumbled onto a few of those. So from Green River, but yes, absolutely cool. Green River's a cool place. I like it in Green River. Definitely come back. Good. Well, next year, if we come back, we're hoping to do a much, much bigger one. So yeah, the museum there is so cool. We've enjoyed that museum. I've been there like 5 times now.
Yep.
In the last little while. And the jail in the bottom is so cool too, because it housed outlaws and then it housed people my age.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy.
Do you have to have the key to the chest if you solve the riddle?
It'll help. It'll definitely help. Hey, Doug, how we doing? Where are the vernal treasures? All right, Doug. It was on Asphalt Ridge. Okay. So
we're gonna do an explanation video.
We are working on that.
It
was on Asphalt Ridge, and the girl that found it is still on Cloud 9. So
more details to come. We will make a good video for that, I promise.
Absolutely. And we'll kind of tie in the second basin hunt too with that one. Can we explain the cipher? So unfortunately, we can't just tell you exactly how to solve the cipher, but it is a cipher, and we've already given you the key to the cipher. So kind of take that, and maybe that'll help you figure it out. The Bonanza Highway, not exactly. No, it wasn't on the Bonanza Highway. But yeah, the Asphalt Ridge that you run through on Bonanza Highway, that's the ridge. You solved the key contents, trying to figure out what it means. It's breaking my brain, LOL. I will tell you that we always make sure to give you the way to find the exact location. So just kind of keep that in mind. We're not trying to get the hunt done this week, but at the same time, we have given you the exact location of this chest.
Yeah. Southeast. Yeah, basically southeast of Vernal is where the one chest was found. Awesome, you guys do this. We live in Bridger Valley and have been to Sweetwater County, Evanston on some of your hunts. Thanks for all the fun. You're welcome, Brendan. Glad you're coming along.
Yeah, for sure.
Was the key to the cipher in videos or earlier in this Q&A?
No, it was given earlier in the videos. Yeah, not in this one.
Yep.
Good way to learn how to pronounce. That's funny. Won it in a poker game. That's cool. In 1930. That's interesting. Evanston's a cool town too. So we're looking at maybe heading there one of these days also. Can I give you one word to the key? Oh boy. To the key to the cipher, or, well, yeah. What do you think? Shoot. There's a handful of people that have kind of figured that out, and I don't think I can probably do that one right now.
That's a pretty good one. Does the decipher change for each line of the key?
Change for each line of the key. What does that mean?
It's a good question.
That is a good question. When you're searching the archives, was it the ones in the library or online archives? It was in the museum. So yeah, the museum had some archives that they allowed us to go through. It was kind of fun. So does the decipher change for each line of the key? I don't know exactly how to answer that one.
Me either.
Should I tell him it's
Macy's got a pretty good question. So for the key, is looking back at Zanetti's history helpful to figure out the answer you get after solving it?
No. Actually, no. I don't think it would help you to look back at Zanetti's history, would it?
For the time era, yeah.
For the time era, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely look back at the time era. Dad and Dan at Italian. Sounds like words.
Sounds like words. That's what I've been seeing as well. Dad and Dan at Italian. You have 3 lines on the key.
Be happy to host you at our guest house. Yeah, that'd be fun. There's some nice fishing up that way too. I used to fish up there quite a bit. Doug, we'd be happy to go up and hang out with you. Is all the key deciphering with one key, or is it different key for each line? It's all, so we'll just say right now it's a book cipher. So it's all with one key. You're welcome, Macy. Under a rock at the top of the rock, next to some rocks.
There you go.
Yep. Just turn over all the rocks. You'll find it.
Yep.
Now, there is no need to dig on this one. Sam put it in a pretty cool spot on this one, so there's no need to dig.
No need to dig.
So kind of keep that in mind.
Pretty well hidden, but no need to dig.
Yeah.
Well,
what other questions you guys have? We've got just a few more minutes. We're actually working on our roof today, so we need to get back and finish that up today. Don't forget, buy a tree. Yeah, there's a tree all around it. Yep. Well, what do you think? Anything else you can give them real quick before we go? Oh, guys, we do have Christmas coming up again. I don't know if you guys how many of you guys followed us on Instagram last year during Christmas. We did a 12 days of Christmas. We hid money in 12 different cities all throughout Utah, one every day. But we're going to do that again. But then we sponsored a couple families last year for Christmas. So if you guys do have families that are struggling for Christmas, messages, don't post them on anything where anybody can see it. We want to stay a little bit incognito on that one. So, and then at the end, we had like 45 entries last year, and we just drew 2 out of a, well, we whittled it down to 10 and then drew 2 out of a hat. So if you guys do know families that are suffering or need help for Christmas, let us know. Big controversy on the Forrest Fenn treasure chest, allegedly going up for auction. Heritage Auction, Dallas. That's cool. Real questions. Do you guys know? Yes, it is still in the location.
Still there.
Does the 191 373 have the major significance in the video? Probably wouldn't have mentioned it if it didn't. So, thank you, Sydney. Suicides in the early 1900s, but none later. Yeah, that's interesting, huh, Mike? We read a lot about that stuff. It was weird. Glad you guys are doing this. I'm super invested. Great. Is the key the exact location? Probably. Yep. Do you need a 4x4? Range of years for the suicides. What was the range of years for the suicides?
So I started looking at about 1920, into 1920s. There started to be a lot of mysterious suicides all the way up till
late 30s.
I think it was the end of the 30s to the beginning of the 40s. So
yeah, so did they meet their demise? It's fiction. Our poem is fiction, or our riddle's fiction, so it's not exactly what happened in real life, of course, because that's kind of hard to make treasure hunt work that way. But so yeah, did they meet their demise? That's kind of giving a clue to where the chest would probably be. Hide a treasure in the Wind Rivers. That'd be cool. That'd be way cool. The Wind Rivers are amazing. Up there. Yeah, we were up there. Funny story about that, actually. That was an interesting trip for sure.
Very interesting trip. Yeah, I found one of a guy that was shot 5 times in the head. My favorite was the one he suicided himself, stabbed himself in the stomach like 17 times.
Yeah.
And it was a suicide.
That's crazy. You bet, Jacob. Hope we answered some questions. And we are going to try to make most of these hunts to where you can search them from home, find out all the information from your house. We do like sending you guys to museums because I think there's a lot of times people don't realize some of the history that is from all the way around them. There's some pretty cool stuff there. So,
yep.
And quite frankly, we like museums are cool.
Museums are way cool.
Well, we probably better wrap it up. So we'll give you just one or two. Do you need a specialist like Sexton? No. No, Tammy, but learn how to use one. So that's all I can say about that. Okay, we got time for one more question. We'll go until 1:15.
Maybe the Clintons were involved. That's a good one. That's funny.
That's funny. Cool treasure. Good. Glad you like it, man. Skulljewelry.com. Huh? That's cool. Right. Yeah. The amount of history we learn in putting these things on is just outstanding. It's just mind blowing on a lot of it, like you said. What about a GPS? Might not hurt. Tammy. You got about 4 minutes left. If you got any other last questions other than where is it hidden?
Heck yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. We've done something similar to that too. I'll wake him up at 1 a.m. and be like, pack your bags, we're going. Oh, you bet, Tammy. Not a problem. We like it. Yeah. Yeah. St. George hunt was
short-lived.
Very short-lived. What is a good hint for Sirius?
A little recap on stuff we've already said. There's definitely a tree in the area.
Yep.
We posted a video of it near in whatever, some rocks. So you're going to look for trees, rocks. It's a pretty good hint, actually, with the landscape that's up there.
Yep. Sirius. is a noun. Let's just say that. Serious is a noun. So yeah, that's all I could say on that one. How many purses in the chest? What's that say?
Pieces.
Pieces in the chest? Quite a few in this one. Pieces of what? Well, there's a lot of coins from the 30s. There's some paper money from the 30s, and there's a brick of silver, along with a few other things. Not spelled like that, Doug. So spelled the other way. But a noun. So that's going to throw you off. Good luck to all. Man, I like how you guys are all happy for anybody else to find it too. That's been way cool on these things.
Yep.
So, okay, I think we're going to wrap up. Also on that Christmas thing, if you guys have anything, messages on Instagram, we'll definitely put them in the list and look into what's going on. Tell us a little bit about the family too and why they need help. Is the new video up? I don't think there's 30 pieces in there. There might be something kind of like that anyway. You bet, guys. Appreciate it.
Good luck.
And yeah, we might post another clue on Instagram before too awful long, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Hope you guys find it soon so we can finally go do something other than work. Just teasing.
Yeah.
See you guys.
See ya.